Okay. We're gonna open the city of Vernon council meeting budget hearing order on September 3rd, 2023.
Heavenly Father, thank you for this day and thank you for this time together. We ask that you will guide the council to make the best decisions for the city and the community. Lead them in your way, keep the city, the community, and this country safe. Be with us in Jesus' name we pray. Amen.
I pledge
Allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
And open the public hearing for 2024 through 2025 millage resolution. Yeah. Okay, so,
195.
194, 195. A resolution of the city of Vernon, Washington County, Florida. Am I skipping something?
No, hang on. The email said we had to adopt this before the budget. So should we go ahead and do it?
There should be 10 of them.
Oh, say tentative when you're.
We'll have to fix that.
Oh, the resolution?
Yeah, tonight's a tentative.
Tentative levy of millage
The
instead of
16th will be the
final.
final.
Second
Okay,
line.
adopting a tentative levy of millage for ad valorem taxes for the city of Vernon for fiscal year 2024 through 2025, provided for and effective date.
So it's tentative, not final.
Yes, ma'am. Becky, same on the budget as well.
Does anybody have anything to say? No, I'm going to close the public hearing and open the public hearing for the 2024-2025 budget. Resolution 24-196 is a resolution of the city of Vernon, Washington County, Florida, adopting a tentative budget for fiscal year 2024 through 2025, providing for an effective date. Is there any public comment? No, I'm going to close. And open the special meeting. Number one, we have Zumba.
I'm sorry, I think the last time that we were here, you guys were gonna look at the rental that I've been paying at this time and come to a conclusion.
Well, we really haven't came to a conclusion yet, because we have to look at some of the other areas, and we really have not looked at them enough to say what we really want to do.
I called Chipley Ag Center, and the Ag Center for 24 hours rents for $500.
I know they are very expensive.
That's a 24-hour period.
500.
500 for 24 hours,
With twice as much square footage.
which
Yeah.
twice as much.
Yeah, well, ours is basically, I mean, it's not 24 hours, but it is. I mean,
If you get it for the day, if
Get
you
it for
do
the day
rent
when
it,
you
it
use
is
it
24
all.
hours in a way. It's, because nobody can rent it that day until the next day, right, Ken?
Yeah, if there's something, if they want it on a Wednesday morning, they just come in, get the key, have it for Wednesday morning. It just depends on what they're using it for. I don't know what y'all are gonna decide for an amount, but once we start working on the community center, they don't have a spot. So that's a bigger
That's a
thing to
big
me.
issue.
and that's what, I know at the last meeting we talked about, I remember asking if about a smaller space somewhere else. Everybody's gonna have to be moved before January. So
They said, well, he told me not after December. Whether or not that sticks, I don't know, because it's grant. So, I mean, they could start a little before, they could start a little after. But he said it was safe to say not to rent anything after December. In the 2025 year, until it was complete.
What's the projection of completion?
No idea. They don't even have the plans drawn up yet. We have exactly what has to be done in the grant. That's laid out specifically in the grant, but the architect has not given me any start date, how long it's gonna take to do it, any kind of surfaces, like what the materials are gonna be, any of those things yet haven't been sent
So if
over.
the plans aren't drawn, that means, I mean, you can't offer bids out to different companies if you don't have the plans.
So the way the grant works is it's a step-by-step process. The architect probably has the plans but cannot submit them until a certain time in the grant. So
Okay.
I've met with them, they've been there, they have the blueprints of the building, but I have not seen them yet. They'll come to the grant administrator, then me, the council will see them, then they'll go over to Florida Commerce for approval. Because everything has to be checked off of the Florida Commerce list. Like if they say a fire suppression system of this, then that's exactly what has to be there. And then we won't bid it out, the architect will end up bidding it out, the architect that got it, and they'll subcontract out everything that's done.
Okay. Are y'all allowed to make changes to the plans other than what's required for codes and things like that?
That depends on what Florida Commerce says, when we have a change. So electrical's in there, air conditioning's in there, flooring's in there, ceiling's in there, painting's in there, kitchen, fire suppression's in there, bathrooms are in there. Don't know yet what the floor surface is gonna be made out of, those type of situations. I mean, you're looking at, I think it's 300,000 in electrical.
Yeah. So, let me just throw this out here, because if I have to find another place while you guys renovate, that's on me, and I'll do that. That's not a problem. If you guys typically charge $200 a day, for a 24-hour period, or 8-hour period, or whatever, it's a flat $200 a day. If I divide that out by 24 hours, I'm in there for 2. I did the math, it comes to $132.80 for a month. I'm willing to pay $150. I can't pay $200. If you guys want to discuss that and decide one way or the other, that's fine. I'm not exactly sure what I can do at this point, other than plead my case and see if I can make arrangements.
So you're offering to pay $200, $150?
$150 a month.
But you can, how many days?
That's 2 days a week
For 4 hours
for 4 hours total.
Oh, see, we're hearing from citizens, that's the whole thing. We're hearing from citizens saying that we're letting people have it free and they can't. That's what we hear backlash from
But
citizens.
it's not free.
Well, I'm just saying what we're hearing from citizens. They're saying that we are letting it go free and they can't.
But as a city council person, you should correct them and tell them that it is not.
Well, it's
Because
not
is
free,
not.
it is, well, it's not really free, but in other words, you don't pay what they pay. This is what they're trying to say.
If they pay for $200 a day and they get 24 hours, then again, as argument's sake, I'm paying for 2 hours.
But we're not split. We never said that we was gonna split, did we? We never voted on split fees.
Never voted on anything, actually.
There was a vote in 2019. I pulled it up.
Is there a vote for splitting?
It was, that she was gonna pay, that was on a monthly basis. She'd pay 50% of whatever she collected.
And I think it's only fair that y'all stand by that. If she can pull that up and see it, that's only fair.
Yeah, but that's on, was that
What year was that?
I believe it was 2019.
yeah, but is that a written agreement?
It was just a vote
That's
at a
an oral
council meeting.
agreement. That's what I'm saying.
But a vote in front of everybody, and it's written down on minutes, so that's not really a formal agreement. That should be a standing contract.
What if no one donates for that month? And
Then
then,
I don't get paid either. I
She
mean,
don't get paid either.
That's kinda not the city's problem though, if you don't get paid. Like, I'm not trying to, I'm, and I'm not, I want
Which
y'all to
is
get
why
to
I
stay.
just said that I would do
I'm just saying,
$150 a month.
yeah,
I mean,
yeah.
that's why. So if nobody pays, then I'm paying it out of my own pocket.
Right.
Because I mean, there's times where there's 2 people, there's times when we may have 6 or 8 people needed.
But you use the facility the same way though, don't you? Even if it's 2 people, you still use.
Well, we're
that.
not using all the lights in there. We have black lights, so we don't have the lights on the whole time we're in there.
But you have the air.
You have the air on 24/7.
Yeah, we can't touch it, so it's on
can't.
It's locked up
24/7,
and can't be touched.
which is
Right.
fine, which is great, I think it's awesome.
But the air will have to be on whether we're in the room or not.
Yeah, if not, it'll get moldy and nasty like it was when we first started.
So, just so I think about it, we're already gonna have to move the food bank.
Well-
Shift them around.
The architect said that it depends on what the work is in that one room. So probably,
What, the food bank?
Which is separate
Well,
from the
we'll move
community
back
center,
here.
but I was just, I knew that I remembered something.
we don't have a big enough space for them now, for how much things that they have.
Well, what about the possibility of, let's keeping it like it is now, and then once we start the renovation and all, address it at that time when it's fixed, since we won't have another space.
We'll talk in a couple months.
Sorry, what did you say?
So I'm down for that.
We can't go here.
Yeah, it's a special meeting, and that's why we
So,
did.
but let's clarify what's going on right now. You get paid quarterly,
Yes, ma'am.
not monthly.
I'll pay monthly. And like I said, if it comes down to it, I'll pay $150 a month. Right now, I'm averaging anywhere from 85 to 175. I did that math.
That's half, or that's the total of what you get?
No, that's what they're getting paid.
That's a half, okay. That's what I. She doesn't charge us more, we pay by donation, so whatever we give her.
And we have some folks that come in and don't pay, that they don't have the money to do it.
So
But
basically,
I mean, that's not y'all's fault, you know, I mean, it's just the way it is with the economy.
what's that?
Around 90, I would say, around $90 a month, like, if you averaged it out. For the, well, this last time it was probably 110, but with the last check that you dropped off.
So,
And nothing's saying, I mean, if you get somebody wanting that building on that day for your $200, I'm sure we're all fine with skipping it that day. Or
Or moving it, which we've
Which we've
accommodated
done.
every
whatever, I
time.
mean, we're not
And
trying to
there's
keep
a
you from
Thursday.
making your money.
And there's a Thursday, Candace already said that we're gonna, I think it was a Thursday or a Tuesday.
I don't remember if it's in September or October, it's a
Yeah.
Thursday.
so how would council feel about this until December? And this is, I mean, I know y'all talk about verbal agreements and all the agreements back from 2019, but I'm not agreeing to anything at this point after December. Until we
Well,
figure out
then
what's
we'll
going
have
on.
to, after
So
December, we need to get a contract, or get a contract.
what I'm saying is, instead of letting it ride, do 125 a month, which is a little bit more than we've been paid, but not between now and then.
Until December.
Until
The end of December.
What does council think about that?
They do it, I mean, I ain't kicking somebody out.
Well, and I mean, we'll have to, between now and then, look and see, and I'm sure y'all will be doing the same to see, you know, if you can find a better place, or if we have a place here that we'll be able to do anything with at that time, so between now and then. Does council-
Can y'all use it? I'm sorry. Can y'all use a smaller
Venue
bit
How much?
place?
or the ball fields. I mean, I know it's hot. It's not hot, you know, the weather's permitting.
Well, we have music we have to have hooked up.
I was
Yeah.
thinking about one of the gazebos, that one of the covered gazebos like at Shady Grove or
Yeah,
one
but
of
the
those
tables are in
places.
there.
Put them down
If
They're
those
mounted.
tables are mounted to the ground, you can't move.
Walking off the mountain.
You can't move the tables there. Can you, Jason?
Not in the
I don't
mountain.
think so.
We need to talk to Jody about that church.
I'm sorry?
We need to talk to Jody about that church.
We are already,
She's got
I'm-
video of it.
I have a plan B and a plan C, so.
Did you said the church?
Yeah, Jody,
Yeah, Ms. Bush.
yeah, they got that big church over there.
Yeah, that's true.
You know, I didn't, we were in that church, we had to shut the tables around.
Air probably works better too.
We had to get there too.
So would you be agreeable if council was to approve paying from right now until
December?
The
Sure.
125, and then we'll revisit?
Yes, ma'am. If you guys can at least give me the opportunity to come back and be a part of it, I would hate to miss a boat without.
All right, do I have a motion to approve Zuma's use of the community center for 125 a month, starting from now until December? Are we doing the end of December?
Yes.
Until the end of December? Unless they stop us before. Do I have a motion to approve
I
that?
make most of the.
Do I have a second? Any discussion?
I mean, if it is like we had that community thing that's supposed to be happening, it might be the end of this month. I've got to look at it. I'm sorry, I haven't had time. Do you want to change to a different day of the week?
If it's possible. If it's
Okay.
not,
But
it's
not
not.
go to the gymnasium.
I can't, we tried it and the floor is so slippery that we had to
Okay.
stop.
I'm just trying to think of the
No,
alternate.
thank you, I appreciate it.
All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion carried.
You might need to get off.
Y'all.
Thank you.
Bye.
Thank you.
Number 2, adopt 2024-2025 millage resolution. Do I have a motion to adopt?
I make most of the dollars.
Do I have a second?
I second.
Any discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion carried. Number 3, tentatively adopt the budget. Do I have a motion?
Make most of the, adopt, tentatively adopt.
Do I have a second?
I'll second.
Any discussion? All in favor? Aye. Any opposed? Motion carried. Public participation.
It's Barrett's.
Sign in if you got anything to
Yeah, I
say.
signed it. This is about South Street up there. After the lawsuit was over with and everything, I gave Becky some pictures. Those pictures show where they collapsed the line. The line was collapsed before the trees going back toward, the main part of the road out there. They fixed all the line up to that point, but where it's collapsed, they've gone over it with excavators, bulldozers, big dump trucks, all that stuff. Bulldog had just fixed it for the 5th time. And Gary Owens pulled up there and he looked at me and he just shook his head and he said, Barrett, we're gonna make this right by you. And to this day, it has not been fixed. And the reason I know it's not been fixed is because that concrete's not been broke up since they built the road. And it's underneath that concrete, and the state doesn't want to fix it because they're going to have to do all the way out to the center of that road. But it was their fault. It wasn't the city of Vernon's fault. It wasn't the city of Vernon's backhoe that went over it. It was the state's excavators, bulldozers, the big dump trucks with the concrete manholes and stuff on it that they stacked all up in front of the Tom Thumb. Right? The state highway was my saving grace. I'm the only person in Washington County, Florida that can say we got $715,000 for 2.7 acres of land in Washington County. That is a phenomenal thing to say. But 100,000 of it was because they pumped feces in my house with a fire truck. And for 4 years I had to fight it, and they wouldn't do nothing about it but try to get it thrown out. We want to be able to build on our property. We cannot build on our property in good faith until that line is fixed. We're asking that the line be fixed. And, you know, from right there where the trees on the south side of the road, going by Harold, when the trees stop, from right there to the center of the highway is what's torn up. From there back, it has been fixed. Jason fixed it. But that wasn't the part. The part is underneath that concrete road. And that's up that curve. That's where it's collapsed.
So back this up.
Yeah. If you're going up South Street, there's the big oak tree, and all the trees come down to here, and you can look back to the right, and you see where it's been cut. Up there, back to the center of the road, it's collapsed. And it's because the state drove over it with excavators, semi, dump trucks loaded of concrete, all kinds of stuff. I've given pictures, the lawyer had pictures of it from the lawsuit.
So is the collapse part on the state road part, Barry?
Yes,
Okay.
and they are going to refuse to do anything about it. This has been 8 years it's been going on. My two neighbors have been being charged for sewage village for 8 years. It's not being done. I watched them when they went out there and they took a manhole cover, flipped it up, took a yellow thing, played it down there, and then put the manhole cover back and took 2 bags of concrete and shook out on top of it and let it harden. That's why the sewage ain't pumping out down the road.
Oh, that's when they closed up that media?
Yeah. No, that's down there by my house.
Oh, long before
Where
they
they
did the
stuck the
media.
fire
Oh,
hose down.
yeah, this is back when Bulldog was here, a long time
See,
ago.
Bulldog fixed the road.
Oh,
Bulldog fixed the pipeline, or the pipe. But what happened was when he went in there and fixed it, they didn't pack it. And so when they drove over it with them machines, it packed it all right. And hell, when you see an excavator go down and come back up like that and then level off, what kind of damage you reckon it done? That pipe is just like that. They stuck a camera in there one time. They had a fellow out here with a truck and sucked it all out and stuck the camera in there and they found where it was collapsed. And like I say, it's from the end of that concrete to the middle of the road.
So if this was the state's responsibility, what can we do about it?
Something's gotta be done about it because we can't build on our property until it's fixed.
So there's no,
There's nothing that we can do.
yeah, okay.
The city shouldn't have to tear it up.
This-
What I'm asking is, so you're saying where that's at, there's houses there,
There's two houses on South
And-
Street. One of them has a pump in the ground that pushes that stuff.
Yeah.
And the other one is going downhill.
okay, so it's not affecting those two
Yes,
houses?
yes,
Is it?
it affects them.
We ain't had no backup since I've started.
That's because they put concrete over there. It ain't going, it's going somewhere, but it ain't going through the pipe.
We haven't had no issues there. We haven't, I mean, but I don't know. I can tell you the road out there.
Yeah, I was gonna say, and I don't know that the neighbors have said anything or called me about it or not, so the way you explained it, I was thinking, okay, there's something going on with both these.
so it's just on
Yeah.
that side, on the out.
The other side, on Harold's side,
House side,
alright, there's no collapse on that side.
okay.
There's none all the way to the end of the tree line. But from the end of that tree line, if you look on the other side of the road, there's where the curb starts. From there onto the center of the highway, it is collapsed because, like I say, they took excavators, bulldozers, front end loaders, backhoes, you name it. It wasn't the city that done it. It was the DOT in Anderson, Columbia. I took pictures of it every time they done it. I run out there like a madman. Everybody thought I was crazy, but you know what? A crazy man got his check.
So, Barrett, let me ask you this, have you, or have y'all contacted DOT or?
Well, it was done during the lawsuit. They knew that it was collapsed. They were supposed to fix the line.
Was that part of the lawsuit condition?
No.
No.
But they knew it was fixed. They knew it was collapsed. They knew that their people did it.
On their merry way now, they probably would come back.
I know that we've had, the city's had stuff that they've had to fix.
because of what they
Well,
did.
it's been like that all my life.
Our stuff.
The contractors come in here, they do a sorry job, and then it turns out the people of Vernon pay for it. Anderson Columbia came through here, they pumped concrete from Miss Marsh's, Big Daddy's, Miss Pelfrey's, and every damn body else along the line down there.
Oh, yeah.
That's a bunch of crock of mess. And then when they collapse the line, they refuse to do a damn thing about it, and we're so small we can't get nothing done.
Calm down. Michelle, do you have any suggestions for somebody that he could reach out to that may be able to?
I mean, who handled the lawsuit for you?
John Daniels, my lawyer.
I don't know him. I reached back out to him.
Trust me, if you knew him, he's a Harvard lawyer.
Well, can you contact him and see if there's something that he can do for you, because our attorneys
Well,
tell us.
really, it's the city services. I can't get city services where I'm at. I can't build on my property because of
There's
it.
not.
Can they
Jason,
do
you know
another
anything
tap?
about-
Another place?
No, he's said, we offer the service, but he's not confident the service will work and not back up into his house
Okay,
again.
like it did before.
Exactly,
There's
thank
not,
you.
there's not a sewer line on Sap that runs the whole road.
No, it only goes to Harold right there.
Really?
Yes,
Yeah, that's
they-
it.
well,
Well,
actually,
what happened when you was at the house? In the big house?
they put the, fire truck in there.
Wait, can
When
we,
you was
can
at
we,
the big house?
can we go
Harry?
to,
When I was in the big house, mine went from the sides of the house to the main street.
Okay, it was in the front.
can we run it
Yes,
the other
ma'am.
way?
That'd be fine with me. We'll.
Not just tap it, just go to his tap in and run it to Dawkins?
Or you can put a grinder pump in.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying,
Put it
can't
right-
you
You,
make another
if you
tap?
could go to that manhole right there, take that manhole out, turn the pipe and run it back toward Dawkins and put in a pumping station where it would pump it back that way, it would solve all that problem.
It's almost a serious one.
But you could put a grinder in and run it,
You're gonna-
run the
Or
sewer
just
down.
let him have that in himself.
They'll have to charge impact
If
fees.
you want, so we've got 2 lots on Sap Street.
Yeah, that,
Or they could have a septic and not,
Full with it, just water.
Y'all allowed to have septic.
So is
That
he
is-
within 300 feet of an existing sewer line?
I'm not. Not unless you come from Dawkins Street.
That's state law, that's not
Yeah, I
ours.
don't know. Don't put it right there.
we're gonna have to
We
Yeah,
can do more there.
yeah, I don't know, put it right there.
I mean,
I can't give you
We'll,
an answer.
we'll work with you any way we can, you know, going up Sap Street or whatever, you know, the other way.
Good day, sewer line, the water line up 79 on that side. What's the problem? I mean, tap it did.
Huh?
Don't they put that new road in, then they put a new water line.
Down, down 79, but his property, the lot he's
That-
talking about
that came
is
down.
On down,
79.
there was never a sewer line there.
on
No.
Sap.
He's
Yeah,
not on
that's
South, it's on 79. His stuff was on 79, like
Right.
mine.
Right.
Well, there's a new sewer line, brand new, and down 79.
So if we do what Candace is talking about,
Right.
then if y'all incur impact fees,
Right,
pay for the taxes and all that.
whatever. I mean,
But let us,
an impact fee's probably run around $2,000
look.
No, I'm just telling you up front.
They paid 36,000 for a house in 4 acres. Okay?
all right, well,
Well, I'm just trying to make sure. we-
2,000's a buck, got in the bucket.
let's see what we can work out
And see what we can do about it.
and see what we can do.
Right. I mean,
Because we need to leave
and
your
I know it
information with
can't
her.
go on the other side of the road over there. And if we have to, we probably have to take a jet, a line underneath the
Come on,
road,
where the dollar store is?
you know?
All the way
Past
up there?
it, down there on the corner,
To
down
me,
there.
this all sounds like this would have been damages that should have been dealt with in whatever lawsuit he's talking about. The state, if not the state's contractors, cut him off, cut up his access. I don't exactly know what the allegations were, but he should have been fully
Compensated
restored.
for that?
Yeah.
I'm with her.
So,
I concur.
so you may need to reach back out to y'all's attorney
And
to,
just see what he says.
and see what he says about it. Because if she's right, then he may have to turn around and go back and
I think when the sewage got in his house, I don't know who was here.
I was going to get it.
Oh, yes,
Yeah.
I thought it was Wesley,
Yeah, very well.
I think
I
I
don't
do
think-
remember
was
this,
you
and
in?
your
Yeah.
insurance
And
would
the glass
cover
was
it.
running about Oak Tree,
Okay.
that was about 79.
But we were,
And if that's the problem, a dollar
You was
store,
here,
they got
Michelle.
some.
They got a new
They
line.
got a problem.
You was here.
No, they got a new line running on it, straight, they
They run it out
run
for
it.
you then.
Yeah, they do it
There's
that.
one running
But I
on
do
this,
remember it.
on that side of the road too, that runs down there, runs to the lift station at this Williams.
That's what I'm saying, there ought to be one there.
Yeah, there is.
That's why I say it's in the front though, not on the
Yeah.
side. His, cause that house faced 79, so
Right.
his sewage line was on
Yeah.
the front of the house.
Right.
Yeah, and
It's
now
all
the
his
property that
lines.
they're talking about is down in the middle of, so.
Yeah.
That's what I said, but there's nothing there.
So
Between that, I don't know who.
contact your.
Well, why would the pipe stop there though? Why would they just stop at Harold's house? I don't
There's a
understand.
manhole right there, just past the driveway at the dollar store, it's always been like that. I don't know why they run it
They
all the way.
just stop there.
I guess maybe,
The line's collapsed, one ain't running all the way.
Oh, God.
And then whoever they had at the time, it wasn't Jason. Alright, it was Bulldog and the other idiot he had working with him. Went down there and it looked like a garbage can lid, a yellow garbage can lid. They flipped it over, put the manhole back on it, shook out 2 or 3 bags of concrete, took a yard rake and did like that, and threw some dirt on top of it and walked off. So that's what's there. There's about 3 inches of concrete
On top of
over
it.
the manhole.
Okay. Let them put their heads together and I guess we can discuss it at the next meeting and see what we can come up with. In the meantime, I would suggest that you contact the attorney. And go back through that because you heard what she said.
Yeah.
Okay. If there's nothing else, is that pretty much, nobody else has anything?
did y'all adopt your resolutions?
Yes.
Okay. I don't remember y'all actually voting.
She did, they did, they did.
Can I have a motion to adjourn?
I make a motion to adjourn.
Second? Discussion? All in favor? Meeting adjourned.